everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku.co Daily Futures Market Review for the trading day ending Wednesday, July 6th. Firstly to the bonds, US 30-year bond futures, and here we see continued bullish activity up above the 173.25 resistance level. For today's trading, we have seen formation of a much smaller bodied candle, a spinning top type candle with some strong rejection from the 177.04 high, with the buyers failing to take control on this candle. It does suggest that the buyers who had control for the previous day's trading have become slightly weaker than they were, and looking as though there is a possibility of a change of trend. Now obviously we do require confirmation of that change of trend, and if we do see a change of trend, we will be looking to support to come in at this previous resistance level at 173.26. In fact, for the day prior to the day's trading, it has already held as support. So 173.25, 173.26. In terms of Ichimoku, a bull market in all three time frames, this market is looking very overextended in depth of price action away from the Ichimoku cloud, as is the depth of the Chica span away from the price action. So this market really is overdue for a change of trend back to the downside in the first term time frame. Looking to the bands here with the US 30-year bond futures, and this really does highlight how strong the trend is in that medium-term time frame. Very strong bullish tone by trading, continuing to trade up above the upper band. The angle of the bands is very strongly pointing to the upside, suggesting very solid upside momentum. Just looking overextended in depth away from the middle of the bands, if we do see a retracement, looking to the upper band at 173.30 to hold a support, and it coincides roughly with the previous resistance area, previous support area. Next, gold futures, and the trend continues to the upside here in gold. Another higher high and higher low, but very much smaller bodied candle here. And as we have seen this trend extend, and we had a very nice extension of the size of the white body, a little bit smaller and a little bit smaller again today. And this suggests that there is potential for a change of trend to the downside. We also see formation of a larger shadow on the top of this candle, suggesting that the buyers have lost commitment as they tested very close to this 1380.7 level. With the market being rejected from there, we have seen the buyers fail to take control, as we saw for the past 3 consecutive candles. And this also does suggest potential for a change of trend. If we do see that change of trend, we will be looking for support to come in around this 1350 level. Now we do have a strong bull market in all three time frames, and the Chica span is solidly supporting this bullish trend in all three time frames. The depth of price action away from the cloud is looking a little overextended, but not too much. But the depth of the Chica span away from the price action is just looking a little more overextended, and suggesting that a retracement here back to a support level at either 1350 or 1329 would probably be quite healthy for the longer term uptrend in gold futures. And looking at the bands here with gold futures, and this really does highlight the strength of this market in the medium term time frame. Looking very similar to what we saw with the bonds, actually, with the angle of the bands here pointing up very sharply, reflecting solid upside momentum. Continued activity above the upper band suggests a very strong bullish tone here, but retracement wouldn't surprise, considering that the buyers have lost commitment. And if we do see a retracement, looking to the upper band, trading at 1339.9, 1340 to hold as support. Next to NYMEX oil, and here we see the market continuing to trade within this congestion area. Today the buyers have closed with control, however they have traded off the support at 46.72. This has been an important level in the recent past, down below this area, and we have tested just down to around the previous swing lows, the last 2 swing lows, and we have seen the buyers come in here strongly, with the buyers taking control and formation of a white body candle. This suggests a good opportunity here for the buyers to trade high, but they may face some resistance around the Tenkan-sen, 48.11, and the Kijun-sen around 48.75. Importantly, the market has bounced off support within the Ichimoku cloud and closed back outside of the cloud, suggesting that we now have potential for a resumption of this strong uptrend uptrend in the longer term time frame, but we want to see some strong follow through to confirm, and that would entail the market trading up through both the Kijun Sen and the Tenkan Sen. If we do see positive price activity above the Kijun Sen, we could then see the market testing back up to around that round number $50. And once again, visiting that pattern that we see forming and something of a descending triangle. Today we have tested just to that lower barrier and been rejected to the upside from there. It does suggest that if the market can rally through this resistance overhead and close in a bullish manner above the upper barrier, we would have completion of this pattern as a continuation pattern, which would give us a more reliable target to the upside. If the close is down below the lower barrier, the target would be very unreliable because of the potential support anywhere through to the bottom of the Ichimoku cloud around 42.71. And just looking at the bands here with NYMEX oil, and we see the market trading back within the bands. And previously we've had a few excursions down outside of the lower band with a lack of follow through down through the support around this previous resistance area around $46. Trading back within the band suggests continued neutrality. If we do see the market rally looking to the middle of the bands at 48.47 to hold as resistance, the upper band is very close to that $50 round number, and suggesting if we do trade up to around that area, we could see resistance coming in at that upper band.